EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. They'll fire one. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
49 the mark, 61, matchbox, right, check 31, check 13, let's go.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Matt Milano on the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go. 58 the mark, 58, drop team spell. 2, say.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
58 the mark, 58 the mark. We got one. Ready. 58 is the mark. Go.
Locke working out of the gun. He's got his tight end fan. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal from just inside the 5.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
Now Locke on the bootleg. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yo. 58, come on. 50. Watch the run. 58, boys, 58, come on. You must be
Operating from the gun. Block. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 26, check. Race on track. Switch gears.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This from 25 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
45. Mike, 45. Watch it slap.
Throwing again. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
An 8-yard pickup.
8 yards up. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And not much there. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the turnover, here's Locke. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Open man is Switzer, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Singletary, the Bills ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
They'll give it to Gordon out of shotgun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Locke able to get this to Gordon. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
8-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
First and goal.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Switzer on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Lock now on first down. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Yeah, that's what I do.
Locke taking the snap at 1. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
He'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
21-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jarrell Casey getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Down. 3rd and...
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Broncos 13, Bills 7. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Operating from the gun, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen. Punch. Kill. Stand right.
To throw again, Locke. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
58, boys, 58, smart. Hey, pick your game up, Topper. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
58's the money. 58's the money. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
10 at the 21-yard line.
I'm coming. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Locke now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. What's the run? They're running it.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Operating from the gun, Allen, left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Allen now on 1st down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Allen's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Allen. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
John Brown, incomplete.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Switzer. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
58, Samad. 58, Samad. I got it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Block working out of the gun. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. McManus now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Broncos 26, Bills 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Allen. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Allen to Beasley, 1st down, Buffalo.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Allen hit. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
49 the mark, 49 the mark. Right, 64, weak. Check that. Hey, alert 3.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
34-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. There we go.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, go.
Block now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. Ready. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Turn. Ready.
On the counter, Lindsey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't ready. Go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Let's get there. Jump.
Here's Lindsey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
SOS. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Shit. Watch the shit.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 4th.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
35-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
Throwing on first down is Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Get off the field. 40's the line. Squeeze. No chance.
Singletary again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
I got you. Check.
First carry here for Tywan Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
3rd and inches.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 40-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, it's a fourth win of the campaign as they get to 4-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.